The 2019 Honda CR-V Hybrid is Honda's first SUV with hybrid drive. The hybrid variant of the 5th generation of the compact SUV offers the same generous space as the combustion variants, but a more economical drive. In addition, it is very well equipped and works at a low noise level. In this video, Lars explains in his driving report of the Honda CR-V 2.0 liter i-VTEC hybrid with all-wheel drive. Technical details of the 2019 Honda CR-V hybrid are: vehicle, Honda CR-V 2.0 liter i-VTEC hybrid all-wheel drive. Trim, executive. Color, platinum white. Engine, 4-cylinder inline. Displacement, 2.0 liter. Max horsepower, 184 PS. Max torque, 315 Newton meters. Top speed, 180 kilometers per hour. Acceleration, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 9.2 seconds. Now let's watch the full review of this new SUV.
About 6 months ago, Honda presents the 5th generation of their compact SUV called CR-V. Today we're going to drive exactly that car, but ours is featuring a very innovative powertrain. The front of the Honda CR-V is dominated by the curved front bumper and the white chrome elements. This connects the LED headlamps, which come as standard to create the distinctive Honda family face. To improve aerodynamics, the CR-V has an active grille below the Honda logo. It opens and closes automatically depending on the coolant and oil temperature. Compared to its predecessor, the wheelbase of the 4.6 meter long CR-V has grown by 30 mm. Thanks to the now shorter overhangs and the standard 18-inch alloy wheels, the compact SUV looks very solid from the side. The slim A-pillars and the high shoulder line also supports the dynamic impression. The LED taillights, which are pulled far up, are reminiscent of the design of the Volvo brand. But thanks to a white chrome element and the dominant curved line below the taillights, the CR-V also has its very own look here. The Honda CR-V is featuring a hybrid system, which I would say it's not a typical hybrid, because in this case you have a combustion engine which is powering a generator, and that then powers a standard E-engine. I think that doesn't really sound quite feasible, but I have Mr. Yamamoto from Honda here. And I have a question: why are you doing it that way?
Well, the secret of the IMMD, the intelligent multi-mode drive hybrid system, is that we can actually operate the combustion engine in a different point and also decoupled from the actual driving situation. Normally, with conventional cars, basically the driving speed determines the actual operation point of the combustion engine. But since we have decoupled the engine from the wheels, we can actually operate the engine in its most fuel efficient area. And that's the secret behind.
I saw that you have a clutch in the system, which on one point, wherever, is really closing the connection between the combustion engine and the wheels. Why is that in there?
There is a certain driving situation, which is around 80 to 100 kilometers an hour, where actually the efficiency of the combustion engine is best if we directly connect the combustion engine with the wheel. And that's what the system actually calculates in background in order to choose the best option, the best driving mode. And in that particular situation, it is best to actually directly connect the engine with the wheels.
And when we talk about saving fuel, what is the amount we're talking about, let's say, per 100 kilometers driven?
So under realistic driving condition, we expect to have a fuel consumption benefit of around 20 to 30% compared to conventional drivetrains.
So, and now we're going to hit the road and see if that really works out. Within the hybrid of the Honda CR-V system, our 145 horsepower 2-liter petrol engine is powering a generator. The generated electric energy is then delivered directly to a 184 horsepower electric motor, which drives the wheels. Due to the design, there are 3 different operation modes for the hybrid. In electric mode, the CR-V is driven exclusively by the electric motor. This draws its energy from a lithium-ion battery. However, the purely electric range of the SUV is only 2 kilometers. In hybrid mode, the gasoline engine is used together with the generator as an energy source for the electric motor. Excessive energy is used to charge the battery. The engine drive is the most efficient mode at higher speeds of about 80 to 100 km per hour. Here a clutch is connecting the gasoline engine directly to the wheels. In this mode, the electric motor only works as a supplier for additional power required, for instance during strong acceleration. The Intelligent Multi-Mode Drive System, or IMMD, decides automatically which mode is optimal in the respective driving situation. So, for example, at lower speeds around 60 km per hour, over half the time the electric mode could be used. At higher speeds around 100 km per hour, this mode is still used for about 1/3 of the time. Thanks to the very efficient drive, Honda says the consumption of the 1.7-ton compact SUV should only be 5.3 liters per 100 km driven. The electric engine of the CR-V hybrid offers 184 horsepower or 135 kilowatts and 350 Nm of maximum torque. And this is enough for a top speed of 180 km per hour and for a very comfortable drive. But I think you really can't drive the car sporty if you want, because even if you try to use the sport mode, the car always feels, let's say, a bit indirect regarding to what you do with the pedal and how the car reacts. It always doesn't feel like it really interacts quickly. And so I think it is very nice if you want to have a comfortable drive through the countryside or driving on the motorway, but if you want to really feel the car, that doesn't work for me with this hybrid system. But on the other hand, regarding to the fuel consumption, that really is a completely different game, because we used less than 6 liters per 100 km driven with that car while driving through the countryside. And then we went on the motorway and we drove 120 kilometers per hour there, and then the consumption only increases up to 6.3 liters per 100 kilometer driven. And that, I think, really is a very nice number. The interior of the CR-V hybrid really looks fresh and modern. We do have, for instance, a 7-inch screen here inside of the cockpit, and that offers the most important driving information, and that is framed by the information about the battery and about the fuel left. You can choose different modes with that display. For instance, you can have more information regarding to the sat-nav, or you can choose a little bit of help if you want to drive very efficient. On top of this, the car offers a head-up display, and we do have a nice touchscreen here at the center console as well, where you can, for instance, work with the sat-nav, or you can work with the radio. And very important, of course, you can connect your mobile devices via Bluetooth or with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. The biggest difference between the hybrid and the standard CR-V here at the interior is for sure the center console, because we do not have a gear shift knob anymore. We just have buttons here. D for drive, P for parking, and R for reverse. And very important, that works absolutely easy and very precise. The materials and the craftsmanship of the CR-V, I think here at the interior, they're absolutely fine. We do find loads of soft touch materials. Yes, of course, we do find some plastic as well, but we do find leather and something which looks like metal. So overall, really nice. Something I don't like so much is the armrest here, because the position is fine, but if you put your elbow on it, you can really feel the edges and the corners, because it's not enough upholstery on top of it. So it should be a bit more comfortable, I think. But on the other hand, this armrest, or let's say the storage beneath it, is one of the big pluses of the car, because that's completely flexible, so you can really adjust it the way you want. You want to put something big at the front, that works. You want to put something big in the rear, that works. Or you want to just put something on top, that works as well. So that really is very, very flexible. Compared to its predecessor, the trunk of the CR-V has grown significantly. And even the hybrid version with the batteries built into the loading floor offers 497 liters of luggage space with the rear seats up. If you fold the rear seats down, a 1,694 liter luggage compartment with a completely flat loading floor is created. The space the CR-V hybrid offers really is absolutely nice. So me as a tall person, I can very comfortably sit in my pilot seat here, and I can adjust the steering wheel very nicely and can pull it really towards to me. So I have a perfect position in that car. And very interesting here is that the new wheelbase, which increases massively regarding to the predecessor, the extra space that offers in the interior, that nearly went completely to the second seat row. And this is something where we're talking about 5 more centimeters of space behind me. And then it happens that I can sit even behind me absolutely comfortably. So this is something that is not working in every compact SUV. The Honda CR-V really offers everything you need to enjoy, let's say, an easy drive on a motorway, because normally inside of the car it's really quiet here, but at the moment the tarmac we're driving over is not very good, so this is the noise you may hear. But if you normally drive the car, that you really do not hear the engine at all. It's very quiet in here, and of course the car offers everything you need for an enjoyable drive. Like, you do have an adaptive cruise control, which really works well. You do have an active lane assist that really keeps the car on the track easily and very smooth. And so that all together is really a nice package. And very important regarding to the lane assist is that this car really gives you loads of time until you have to put your hands back actively on the steering wheel, and this is something that really makes the drive a little bit more comfortable.
The standard of the Honda CR-V includes things like an adaptive cruise control, active lane departure warning, and traffic sign recognition.
Optional are the blind spot assist, the parking assist, and a rear view camera. The Honda CR-V hybrid is available in the trim levels Comfort, Elegance, Lifestyle, and Executive. Depending on the version selected, the CR-V will then have extras such as leather interior, a head-up display, or an electric tailgate with hands-free function. Something I don't like so much with the powertrain is that Honda tries to create something which works together. Like when you drive fast, the revs of the engine are quite high, just to give you something that feels like it is combined. But if you then push the pedal to the metal, the combustion engine, as you can hear now, just accelerates and the revs are going up, 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 but the car doesn't accelerate the same way, and even though the car is then still accelerating, the revs of the combustion engine, they do not change anymore. And that really gives you the feeling of completely disconnection. And on the other hand, if you stay on the pedal and you still want to accelerate, the noise level in the car is really increasing dramatically.
The CR-V is Honda's first hybrid SUV in Europe and needs to compete with cars like the new Toyota RAV4.
Toyota's hybrid SUV starts from around 32,000 euros. Despite a system output of 218 horsepower, the consumption of the RAV4 hybrid should only be 4.6 liters. And so it is even lower than the level of the Honda. With 180 km per hour, the top speed of the RAV4 hybrid is the same as with the Honda. That was my first test drive with the new Honda CR-V as a hybrid. What I really like with the car overall is the exterior design and the amount of space the car offers in the interior, because for a compact car, that car really is spacious. What is a bit, let's say, difficult for me is the powertrain, only because of the drive, because it always feels like very indirect, very, I think, extra smooth. And this is something that really is not my cup of tea, because I like more sporty driving. But on the other hand, the fuel consumption of that car really is absolutely fabulous. If you're interested in this kind of a car in Germany, you have to pay at least 32,290 euros for the base model. If you want the executive version, then that includes the all-wheel drive as well, you have to pay at least 43,490 euros.